Over the years, we have heard from some amazing civil rights activists in the United States. Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King Jr. are just two examples out of so many others. However, all of these people had the same goal. They wanted to make this country a better, more equal place. And although they had many supporters, there were and still are people who are against their fight that create the racism that countless people have to face each day. With that being said, I present to you Beyond Martin and Rosa, Racism Old and New. In the time of Martin and Rosa, racism was most commonly shown by what part of the bus you sat on, the restaurants you could go to, the water fountains you were permitted to drink from, etc. Even though the types of discrimination we see are different, that does not mean that we are not currently facing it. Parks and King fought for what they believed in, and you should too. This brings us to racism now. Police brutality against Black people has been around for years, but it has become more publicized, specifically this past year, with the death of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, just to name a few. Because of this, Black Lives Matter protests have been occurring all over the world and inspiring others to speak up. Microaggressions are small but incredibly offensive acts of racism that are so common, some people don't even realize they are using them. Systemic racism rests on the same idea. Because our country was built on racism through slavery, laws are in place that penalize Black people. With all of that in mind, I ask that we stop defining people as colored and learn to accept our differences in skin color and step into a brighter future. We have been in this fight for far too long. And although Martin and Rosa have been incredible examples, it is time for all of us to take up the mantle. Now is better than ever to stop the racism that divides us. We need to unify and not allow our differences to weaken us, but strengthen us.